Hello, everyone. I'm thinking about getting rid of all my VHSs because I just got to learning today. I know this seems kind of silly, but I just learned that they no longer make VCRs anymore. Because I've always had one, and I've always had a family member to give me one. And I just thought, well, why don't I see them anymore at Walmart anymore? And I thought, well, and then comes to find out they stopped making them 6 years ago. And I bought this one here you're looking at here. I bought this one in November of last year at a thrift store for 50 cents. And went there, same thrift store, and this year. And on January 3rd, and they had VHSs. They were putting out the new ones that they were getting in. People were donating. And they had them now listed for $1. And I'm like, I guess I won't be shopping there anymore. They want to raise their prices, they can keep it. I went into Walmart one time, and they raised their prices on their video games. They wanted, I think, $2 more for the PS2 games. And I said, forget it, they can have it. They can keep it. So, that's the way how the stores want to be. They want to jack up their prices. They're doing the same thing. Now they're doing the same thing again now. Inflation's a frickin' joke. The thrift stores don't need to make any extra money. They should be non-profit. I think Goodwill's for profit nowadays. St. Vinny's seems to be going to the same way, same direction. For profit, it seems like. They all seem to be going for profit, so Goodwill should eventually start paying, I guess, property taxes on all their stores or whatnot, whatever they have to do to go profit. So it seems like they are. However, so I just realized that, well, I remember seeing it on TV in 2016 when they announced that they're no longer going to build them anymore. So this one here was built in December of 2009. I haven't had it on since I got it from the school district. Local school district was giving them all away. And you can hear it moving around in there. You won't be able to see this anymore. Won't be able to hear that anymore. I think at some point at the end they were all made by Funai. Some point at the end. I think it was 2014 or 2015 they were all made by them. Because I know that Panasonic doesn't build them anymore. They haven't in years. Panasonic stopped making theirs in 2012. And then I think that's when they slowly started creeping up. Different manufacturers stopped making them. So this is a Toshiba SD-V296. It seems like this is like the most popular one and like the cheapest one you can come across. The picture output is very small, very limited for VHS. It's basically just the red, the white, and then the yellow. That's it. That's all VHS gets output with. This seems to be the only model that people can afford, it seems like, these days. Like new in the box ones. I did not buy any of these new in the box, the ones I've showed you in the past. They've all been hand-me-down ones. So, and that's a little tough there, but there's that. See, there's some kind of green light in there. So, it says it's closed. Load nothing. Yep. Everything works fine on this one. I just show people what the past used to be like. Yep. I think this is interesting considering this is an 09 model, 2009. I saw online somebody on YouTube had one of these, this particular model, and it was manufactured in the late part of 2008, so they must have made this model for a few years, like 3 or 4 years at least. That's probably the minimum at that point for new models. So, I kind of noticed that too. When I was looking around the thrift store, I noticed I'd see the same model manufactured in different years. And I saw a listing online saying that this model was really rare or something like that. It's not. You go into thrift stores most these days, the prices are going to be much higher than what they've been in the past. It's not due to inflation, it's due to supply and demand. They can't seem to find them anymore. I just got done selling somebody a unit, that light-on one I showed you guys earlier in the past video. And the only issue with that was the DVD drive was completely dead. It would open, but I couldn't get it to close. I had to force it to close. And I looked online on Fixia.com, and that's what people were saying that they had to do to theirs to get theirs to close. So the VCR worked fine. And then all of a sudden, the moment they get it into their house, they contact me about 3 days later saying, oh, it doesn't work. Well, maybe you shouldn't have left it out in your cold-ass vehicle all week. Or in a few days. You shouldn't have done that. You should have brought it right into the toasty warm home. So, I'm thinking about it. But here's the thing, though. I've been collecting VHSs now for quite some time. And I put a lot of money into my investment. Because Disney Plus raised their price from $8.99 to $11.99 per month, and I said, fuck it. Excuse my French, but I basically said, they can keep their damn subscription then. Because I'm not going to be, fooling around on there trying to find this movie when you can go to the thrift store and find it for 50 cents. And go up to your attic and find your VCR. However, my apartment doesn't have an attic, so in a later video, I'll show you where I store them and all like that. But I'm actually at maximum right now for storing them. So I ended up selling I have to sell 3 or 4 of them, so I can get new ones in. However, I'll do this VHS, and then we'll show you the back behind the VCR. Disney's Winnie the Pooh Seasons of Giving. Now, this is a really rare movie to come across. Ever since I came across this one at the thrift store, I've never seen it again. I've only seen it online. I actually had to type it in online, just so I could look at another picture of it. So, they must have it must be like Robin Hood on VHS. The 83 to 84 copy, they must have not printed it and made that many of them. So, a new full-length adventure. It's brand new. Never been released before. So, here's the paper, I like to call them the paper activities. I don't know really what they call them, but that's what I used to call them. When I'd be out and about, and I'd be like, oh, there's the paper activities. So there's that. Here's the funny part. You can get Disney's Poohgram. You can get this bear, I guess, that talks back to you for $29.95. And that's probably 2 of these VHSs right here. You could buy those instead. They got one for a happy birthday, special delivery, musical Santa, get well soon, friendship, terrific, Love Anniversary. That's outrageous. If you ask me, for a plush. Could probably find those at the Goodwill nowadays for close to nothing. These are just my thoughts on, all these stuff, but outrageous. Disney stuff has always been outrageously priced for some unknown reason. We just don't know. We just don't know why. When you buy it new, like on their website or whatnot, we don't know why it's overpriced like that. I was in Target just the other day. Actually, it was last year, a few months ago. And they were bringing out all Disney's movies from like the 90s on Blu-ray. And they had them marked like brand new price of like a brand new movie. And I thought inflation hasn't even started yet. And there they are trying to cash in on it. It's a joke for companies to make more money. Disney's Winnie the Pooh Seasons of Giving. As you can see, this is just a rendered, printed on label, like there's nothing here. They printed all this ink. This is ink on here, probably from the manufacturer. Whoever it was at this time period. September 27th of 99. Seasons of Giving. So there's that. So you got digital out, audio out. Realize on the top how it says DVD? That's for DVDs only. I find this fascinating how it says audio and VCR. I find that fascinating. Component video out, S video out, and audio out are for DVD only, followed by digital audio out. And then you got audio out, DVD, VCR, and then VCR audio in. So you can only send the picture and audio in. So if you wanted to send it in a different way, you have to buy adapters. It's ridiculous. Come on, Toshiba. Really? You couldn't have made them more. Couldn't have made them better than that. A few years from now, though, people are going to start noticing, hey, there's these one model or something like that everybody has. And it's probably going to be this one. Or it's probably going to be some cheap one that nobody wants. These days you see an awful lot of, I've noticed these days you see an awful lot of, VCRs out there and everywhere. Like certain models I know, so there's an awful lot of single unit Panasonic ones out there too, which is kind of odd. Sorry, I had to put down the camera so I could flip it around. I had to use both hands. As always, thanks for watching and peace out.